Legend Total War here, and today we've got a rating your Doomstack video covering a Tomb King hero spam army. Now, with most factions in this game, chucking a bunch of single entity heroes in their army is usually super powerful, pretty much no matter what type of hero you do. However, with the Tomb Kings, this is one of the dumbest things that you can do as the Tomb Kings. Feel free to do it for like flavor in your campaigns if you just want to see how it goes, but from a campaign perspective, if you actually want to do well, this makes absolutely zero sense to do this, and I'll go into detail why, but I immediately don't like it. So, I'll give it a fair chance in the battle, but from the campaign perspective, this makes no sense. So, with the Tomb Kings, they have the lowest number of like maximum hero capacity out of any race. Every single other race can get more heroes than the Tomb Kings. So, you've got a limited number of them, and you've dumped them all into one army. Now, the thing is, Tomb Kings also have one of the highest numbers of armies that you can produce in the game. So, by putting them all in one army, that means they're not in any of the others, and you've weakened all of your other armies by doing this. Even though he didn't put all of his wizards in this army. So with Archon, I believe you can get a maximum of like 8 or 9 wizards. So let's just assume that there are, so there's 5 here. So there could be, say, 4 wizards elsewhere instead of, like, Archon is a wizard, so really he doesn't even need any of these guys here. You still get access to magic. What this does do, though, is it gives you more access to more winds of magic, which is fine, but you've deprived it in many of your other armies. The Necrotect, this makes the least amount of sense doing this. Necrotechs are not amazing fighters. The main benefit that they provide to a battle, to your army, is the extra campaign movement range. Now that doesn't stack, so putting 5 or 6 of these guys into your army isn't going to give you plus 125 campaign movement range. The way it works is that the most recent one attached to the army, or the one that was most recently adjusted, so if he got an extra skill point in something or his equipment was changed, then only his ability will apply, even if he's not the highest skilled in that area. And so this one here has got campaign movement range plus 10%, so he's missing out on a whole 15%, and he's got 5 fucking Necrotechs in here, and one Necrotech should give him 25% movement range. Now, campaign movement range is really, really important. It's one of the best things to have for your army abilities, because it allows you to catch up to enemies that are trying to run away from you, and allows you also to run away from enemies that are trying to catch up to you. It allows you to get your army to your cities to defend them quicker, or to attack enemies quicker so that they can't regroup. Campaign movement range is really, really important, and you've pissed it all away on this one army here, losing loads of points for that one. So in terms of the Tomb Prince, however, this one's fine. If you want to dump all of your Tomb Princes into one army, that's actually totally fine, because Tomb Princes provide no battle buffs, don't provide any campaign buffs. The only thing they are is amazing fighters. So putting all of your Tomb Princes into Archon's army, that's actually totally fine. If you want to do that, no points lost for that. But the Wizards and the Necrotechs, that absolutely makes no sense. So we've also got the Sphinx of Uskep here, and I think that's just primarily here for the Siege Attacker. It's a good unit, it's fine. The Necrotechs can heal it, but that's still not a good combination there. Anyway, let's jump into the battle, see how we go. We're up against 3 armies of Empire and a army of dwarves. That's extremely dangerous. So we'll see how this goes. And they're all going to come on at the same time. Yeah, I just, I mean, we might win this battle, right? And it's a dangerous army that we're going up against. We might win this battle. But like, the amount of stuff that's lost for your other armies, like, that has to be taken into consideration for your score. It can't, when you're getting scored, it can't just be about, but I won the battle, or surely I should get a 10 out of 10. No. No, actually. That's not how it works. Okay, so dwarfs or Empire. I think I'll go with dwarfs. Hang on. Oh, they're all on foot as well? Oh my god, what is this shit? This isn't a Doomstack. This is a crap stack. Why would you put these guys on foot? This makes no sense at all. Tomb Princes are amazing on their chariots. Oh my god. And when you're outnumbered, you're going to want that extra speed. Hang on. Why are they on foot? There is absolutely no reason for these to be on foot. But Legend, they're better fighters on foot. They should never be entering melee combat regardless of whether they're on foot or not. Why is Arkan not on his chariot? Oh my god, this is awful. I'll give it a fair go. I'll try the best I can, but I hate this. This is awful. Like, even if you were to do a hero spam army, which I hate for the Tomb Kings, this is like how to make it as bad, how to make a bad army as bad as possible. Like, you've wasted so much of your faction's resources to make such a bad army. Why? Oh my god. Anyway, it's, oh, I'm so pissed by this. Okay, get in there, get in there. We want to tie them down as much as possible. Alright, let's get some banishments down. I'll just try and tie down as many of them as possible. Use this. Probably won't last long. Great, so what am I gonna do with the fucking wizards? This is so aggravating to look at. That's about to die anyway. Yeah, these wizards really shouldn't be in melee. Why are they on foot? Why are these guys on foot? They would have ripped through it by now. They're so good on the chariot. I'm so triggered by this. I'm probably gonna need to use this now. They're so slow on foot. I don't understand why you did this. Like, we're gonna beat this dwarf army, primarily because we like jumped at their rear. I need more healing of this. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, they're going pretty hard for our wizards. Just keep them running. Luckily, Reichland isn't really helping out that much. How's Arkan doing? Why? Why were we on foot? Of a history of dumb Doomstacks. Holy crap, does this one take the cake? Like, I should just be able to get away from them, right? I'm just worried that they're gonna... This is just so fucking stupid. Like, we should have killed this army by now. It should be dead. Such a waste. Holy shit, this pisses me off seeing this. It's because we can't dish out enough damage fast enough because they're not on their bloody mounts. Bloody ridiculous. I need to get my wizards fairly close by so they can assist. At the same time, I gotta keep them far enough away so they don't get into melee because they'll get killed super fast. Doesn't matter how much equipment you've got, you definitely should not be putting them in melee. See, yeah, I really want to get just like one chariot right into those Iron Drakes there, but I don't have a chariot to spare. This is gonna be... okay, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Oh, if only I had a wizard on a horse to just go over there and fucking cast something on it. Jeez. our damage output's awful. How'd that end up going? Doing really well there. That's good. Bouncer power's not great. It's on very hard battle difficulty, right? Yeah, it is. Like I said, we might win, but this could have been so much better. Okay. Okay, so yeah, incoming now. Yeah, bounce powers, you know. What's that? Orders, okay. Alright, well the dwarves are just about finished. Alright, Hammer of the Witches. Let's go kill that. One of them does. This one doesn't even have arcade conduit. What the hell? What are you doing to me here? What are you doing to me? There is no reason not to give it arcade conduit unless it's just not high enough level yet. This guy's nearly dead. Let's get him out of there. Just keep them together because we're about to get swamped. So. Let's just hope that we can inflict the army losses now. This one got disrupted. Okay, you may want to get out of there because you're probably going to die. So that's okay. I just if it took out just the Hammer of the Witches, that's good enough for me. Just need something to disrupt them a little bit. Arkin's taking a fair bit of damage. Actually, you get back in there now. Everyone's got regen, that's good. And it's not on, it's obviously not on, the Vortex, because these factions don't exist on the Vortex. Yeah, looks like we might win, yeah. Yeah. Get that one out of it. I tell you, it feels a little more satisfying now that we're not fighting dwarfs, that's for sure. Well, not just the dwarfs. Just keeping this guy back because he's about to die otherwise. Keep up with the banishments. Seems like the missile units can't quite get us. So like I said, that's the advantage of being on foot. Missile units can't get us very easily. But we're relying very heavily on the magic. Oh wow, that didn't last long at all. Funny thing is, keeping him outside the blob might actually be... I might just need to withdraw him. If this one can get over here. Bouncer power's in our favor now. Prioritize using banishment because it's just more efficient of a spell than Purple Sun. So I guess this one here only applies to 5 units, so putting it down multiple times at a time can actually be quite useful to get just loads of arcane conduits. I'm a recent convert to the overcasting of what's it called, Pit of Shades. Took a lot of convincing, but yeah, it's good. It's good. It is looking like we're gonna win. I mean, bounce power's good. I mean, these ones here, Hellstorm rocket batteries aren't being used. Although I kind of wish they would. Actually, we should probably deal with Volkmar last, because he's unbreakable. Oh, he did one of his own banishments there, that's fine. And he's got regen, so no point doing little bits of damage to him. We want to, if we're going to dish out damage to him, we want to take him down quickly so he doesn't get full use of his magic. Sorry, he's healing. But I haven't lost any units yet, so that's something. I don't know. Maybe I overreacted to how bad this is. You know, it's winning. It just, I feel like it shouldn't be winning. Like, it doesn't deserve to win. Yeah, that's it. We want to dish out damage quickly. Kind of like this army defies reality. Like, it shouldn't be good. They're all on foot. But, yeah, they didn't dish out damage fast enough to us. Good, they're shooting at us with the Hellstorm rocket batteries now. Alright, this one here is about to die. Let's get it out of there. I can't heal it any further. Keep that one out. It's just too badly damaged. And this is where you really want to have those mounts. Look how slow I am! But legend, you have net of Ammontok. Yeah, I know, but it's not worth doing it here. Net of Ammontok is good for, like, stopping enemies from reaching you, not for necessarily catching up to them. Yeah, I kind of have to spread out a little bit. How many of those... Do I have any other cool abilities that I just wasn't aware of? You know what, Spirit Leech actually isn't too bad on that. Yeah, they can't possibly do that much damage with the Hellstorm rocket battery, so every shot that they waste is just wasting their bounce of power. Their ammo is worth more than the actual damage they're dishing out, because it's an like, infantry, like, not single entity, weapon. There we go. Well, we did win, and we didn't lose anyone. It's quite possible that armies that I hate, and I hate this, could be actually quite good. So I think I need to try to be a little bit more unbiased. It did exceed my expectations, but I hate it. I hate it. It is there's so much to hate about this army. It's good, but I hate it. Well, it was good in the battle. It did perform well against that particular enemy. I just... In theory, there's no reason for them to not be on their mounts. And the thing is, I don't have a way to compare it to, would we have done a better job if they were on their mounts? I think so. I know we would have killed off that dwarf army a lot faster, but we also would have had damage dished out to us a lot faster as well. It doesn't matter. Just come on, man. I'm not doing another battle, so we know that they haven't leveled up their stuff properly. So I guess I'll just rate it as it is. I'm not doing another battle. Okay. So, alright, rating this. It's difficult to rate because we have to take campaign and battle stuff into effect. Like, in terms of its battle prowess, it did very well. And that's its only saving grace. I think Tomb Princes in one army works. I don't like the Necrotex or Wizards all being in one army. Although the Wizards really won us that battle because of all the spells and, you know, there was just tons of infantry for us to absolutely murder. This would be awful against an enemy that had a lot of single entity. So if you went up against a Raj of Primeval Glory army, this would just be terrible. This would be awful against Dark Elves, it'd be awful against High Elves. It's probably okay against Skaven as long as there's not too many monsters in there. Funnily enough, that this army here would actually work best against Dwarfs and Empire because they have the least number of monsters. This is really an anti-infantry based army. But infantry are like the least of your concerns, really. Unless you're really having a hard time against dwarfs. So, I'm leaning towards giving this a 5 out of 10. Now, I was gonna give it a 2 out of 10. But it did win that battle. But you just... basically this. Yes, you will win battles with this. But should you ever build it? No. Because it's weakening your campaign. You shouldn't get yourself into that situation in the first place. Where you're up against 4 armies. That's not normal. So, making all of your armies being able to beat that kind of stuff is unnecessary. Especially as Tomb Kings, because you'd be able to have multiple armies in support of your armies, and you'd be able to see... You could use armies as complete, like, throwaways, just as scouts. And it just doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm leaning towards giving it a 5 out of 10. Now, I'm trying to be unbiased with that, because on one hand, I hate this army. This is probably one of the armies that I hate the most, because I don't think you should hero spam as Tomb Kings, and I definitely don't think they should be on foot. I just don't agree with that. But on the other hand, we did win that battle, and I have to give them credit for that. Like I said, I was going to give it a 2 out of 10, and because it won the battle in, you know, okay form, and it would probably win this one as well, because they've got a lot of healing that they can do there, then, you know, it can win. But he's gone up against, I think, an enemy that isn't too difficult to deal with. And I think if we went up against Lizard, like, just about anyone else, this would have actually been, like, pretty much unwinnable. So yeah, I think 5 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts down below, because I'm severely conflicted with this army, and I don't recommend ever building this army into Tomb King campaigns unless you're just like, this is what I want to do. Like, I don't want to tell people how to do it, but this is not like, build this army because it's the best meta. No, this is purely based on your taste. If you want to build it, that's totally fine, but it's not good. It's not a good army. Don't build this. Do not recommend. Anyway, that's the end of this one here. I'm really curious to hear your guys' thoughts. I'll definitely be reading all the comments. Really appreciate you guys. Thanks for sending it in anyway. It's a very interesting army to try out, for sure. I don't like it, but it was interesting. It's fine. It's always good to try out things that you don't like sometimes. Anyway, it's the end of this one. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time, fuckers. Bye.